Let's bring in Harold Reynolds. What was Harold's career average? He strikes me as about a 260. Harold Reynolds, Major League Baseball Network analyst. Harold, your career batting average was?
Probably 260, somewhere in that neighborhood.
I got you 258. I got you two. You see, you tried to round it off. You were going to take the 260, weren't you, HR?
Oh, I'd have rounded up to 65 at least.
All right. Major League Baseball Network postseason starts tomorrow, and Harold can be seen on MLB Tonight, Major League Baseball Network, throughout the postseason. All right, set the scene. What's at stake today and tonight in the National League?
Well, they're playing for wild card and also to host the division. With the Braves losing yesterday to the Phillies, they lost home field advantage in the National League. So if you're the Brewers, let me get this right. If you're the Rockies, you're playing in L.A.
Yeah.
And if you lose, you're going to be possibly hosting a wild card game anyway. So the big key, I think, today when you match up the Cubs and the Brewers, it's going to come down to the bullpen. Now, the way I look at that game, the Brewers are going to have to be a team if they want to advance through the playoffs. It's the strength of their bullpen. The Cubs will be the strength of their starting rotation. So I think the Brewers are in more of a must-win today than necessarily the Cubs, because the Cubs can go through today and also into a playoff and be set up a little bit better, I think, than the Brewers are.
So Brewers Cubs for the Central Division title. Loser plays in the wild card game Tuesday. Rockies Dodgers for the National League West title. Loser plays Tuesday in the National League wild card game.
Yes, and I think the Dodgers that's an interesting matchup, Dodgers-Rockies. But the Dodgers are starting to play the best baseball they played all year right now. And they're throwing Walker Buehler. And to me, Walker Buehler might be the hottest pitcher in the National League. I just think his stuff is electric. He can dominate a game. And so I'm looking at the Dodgers winning that game.
I also saw this, Joe Mauer. Joe Mauer's still playing baseball. And, well, he did yesterday. He's been around for 15 years, so he finishes probably his career batting .306. Didn't have 1,000 RBIs. Had 143 home runs, but six-time All-Star. He won the MVP, Silver Slugger 5 times. He won 3 Gold Gloves. Here's a good trivia question. The only American League catcher to ever win a batting title, and he won 3. The Twins made the playoffs 4 times in his career. You know, that probably hurts him. You know, if you're winning a couple of World Series, then maybe you're going to get more love from the Hall. I don't know if Joe Mauer is a Hall of Famer or not. What do you make of those numbers with Joe Mauer? Is he a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, he's an interesting case. Had he stayed at catcher, I think he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer. But really, he compiled a lot of numbers in the last, 8-9 years. He didn't catch that much. So yeah. I think he falls short. I really do.
All right, MVP in National League, is it Yelich?
I've been saying Javi Baez all year just because he affects so many games defensively as well as offensively. I mean, you look at, he's got over 30 homers, over 100 RBIs. He's done it wire to wire. Yelich really carried the second half. But I looked up yesterday, and Yelich was like 2 RBIs and a home run short of the Triple Crown. That's how well he's played.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be a coin toss. I pick Javi Baez, but I think most people are going to pick Yelich.
Yeah, I agree with you with Baez, but I think that Yelich won it here in the last 3 weeks. Not that Baez lost it, but I think he'll be your National League MVP. American League MVP, you had J.D. Martinez flirt with the Triple Crown, but it feels like it's Mookie Betts' MVP.
Yeah, that's a tough one, too. And for the first time, we really had some great races all the way to the finish with guys that were carrying their teams. And I think that's what's been missing the last few years, that they've kind of minimized the importance of a playoff run and a pennant run and being on a contender for those type of awards. Like you look at the Cy Young, DeGrom, that's going to be DeGrom, and he has 9 wins, and he's on a team that wasn't even close to being in the playoffs. But that's kind of where the Riders have gone. So it's good to see guys that were in the race, for me anyway, when you start talking about those big awards.
I was also wondering about this, that the Dodgers thought that you were going to have Max Scherzer pitch. And then it felt like he was announced that he was going to be pitching, and then all of a sudden Max Scherzer is not pitching. What did you make of that from like the Dodgers' perspective?
Yeah, I wanted Max Scherzer pitching. He said it on Friday, so if he doesn't say it on Friday, he basically said, if the game is important on Sunday, I'm taking the ball and I'm pitching.
Yeah.
So when you say that, then go do it. But then I heard word that they had told the Rockies last week that Max Scherzer was not going to pitch. So I don't know. I missed that. The other one for me, Dan, that kind of got me was the Cardinals are playing the Cubs yesterday, and Yadi Molina and Ozuna both don't play. And I'm sitting there going, you got all winter to rest. And had the Cardinals been – the game meant something yesterday, they'd have both played. And I just think when Yadi makes that big of a difference to a pitching staff, I would have loved to have seen him catch for Jack Flaherty yesterday and see what the Cardinals might have done to affect the Cubs. So I don't know. I just think those things are part of the integrity of the game as you go down the stretch. We play 162. In this case today, not 163, but the game doesn't quit at 161. I think we should have let those guys compete.
Good to visit with you, HR. We'll be watching during the postseason. We'll check in with you. Thanks for joining us.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Harold Reynolds, Major League Baseball Network analyst, and all the postseason action. You can get their coverage pre and post for the postseason on MLB Network there.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.